Hello friends, good morning and welcome once again to my series of introducing poets to you. Friends, the poem that I have picked up for you today is After Apple Picking by Robert Frost. Robert Frost, as you all know, was the great American poet who wrote down wonderful poetry. In fact, Robert Frost was nominated for a Nobel Prize in Literature 31 times, but he was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for Literature 4 times. His poetry has always been much beloved poetry all over the world, and most of the universities have opted for his poems to be taught to upcoming students. Friends, his poetry has been characterized as that poetry which has got a nuance of beauty as well as philosophy. His poetry is characterized by the use of New England imagery and themes and colloquial language to explore philosophical issues and the human condition. Friends, the poem that I have picked for you, as I told you, is Apple Picking, and I shall be reading out the poem to you first so that you get the basics of the poem. After apple picking, my long two-pointed ladders sticking through a tree toward heaven still, and there's a barrel that I didn't fill beside it, and there may be 2 or 3 apples I didn't pick upon some bough. But I am done with apple picking now. Essence of winter sleep is on the night. The scent of apples I am drowsing off. I cannot rub the strangeness from my sight I got from looking through a pane of glass I skimmed this morning from the drinking trough and held against the world of hoary grass. It melted, and I let it fall and break. But I was well upon my way to sleep before it fell, and I could tell what form my dreaming was about to take. Magnified apples appear and disappear, stem end and blossom end, and every fleck of russet showing clear. My instep arch not only keeps the ache, it keeps the pressure of a ladder round. I feel the ladder sway as the bows bend, and I keep hearing from the cellar bin the rumbling sound of load on load of apples coming in. For I have had too much of apple picking. I am overtired of the great harvest I myself desired. There were 10,000 fruit to touch, cherish in hand, lift down and not let fall, for all that struck the earth, no matter if not bruised or spiked with stubble, went surely to the cedar apple heap, as of no worth. One can see what will trouble this sleep of mine, whatever sleep it is. Were he not gone, the woodchuck could say whether it's like his long sleep, as I describe its coming on, or just some human sleep. Thank you. After apple picking is a typical example of Frost's poetry. If taken literally, the poem narrates the story of a New English farmer who had hoped for a wonderful season of apples. But when he got one, he was so exhausted harvesting it that now he is feeling drowsy with the scent of those apples that he has already harvested and really wants to go to sleep now. In fact, some of the apples have not been picked up. Some are still lying on the branches. But now the narrator is so exhausted picking up all the apples that he does not care or bother about those which have been left. So he wants to let them fall or just leave them where they are because he wants to take rest from all the work that he has done. His desire for a great season has only led him to being overtired. Now let us go in to get the metaphorical interpretation of this poem. Picking apples actually means or symbolizes those opportunities that a human being gets in his life to harvest the opportunities he has received. Some of these chances are missed. Some are let down on the ground, just like rotting of the apples. And of course, the narrator regrets for all those missed opportunities. Now, since the narrator is so much drowsy and exhausted and wants to go to sleep, he knows what kind of dreams he is going to see. Probably he is going to see magnified apples appearing and disappearing in his sleep. His exhaustion is only going to make him hear coming in of thousands and thousands of apples. Those bruised apples which have fallen to the ground may be converted into a cider drink. Besides telling us about his dreams, he also tells us and wonders whether the sleep that he is going to get now, which is a sleep of exhaustion, is really going to be like the one of the sleeps of hibernation, like the woodchuck, or it is going to be a long sleep of death for the poet. Friends, it's a beautiful poem. After apple picking has got such a lot of interpretation to be explained. I hope you have enjoyed the poem as well as I have done. Thank you, friends, for watching this poem of mine. Thank you.